Next on the news. These scouts are getting out of the city to connect to their faith. Currents News' Katie Vasquez is standing by as they're about to gather for Mass.
Bishop Brennan makes his annual visit to this scout camp in the Catskills. I'm Katie Vasquez, and I'll have a preview coming up.
Those campers can earn a patch inspired by the Pope. How they can get the face of the first American Holy Father on their sashes. Plus, you could send a postcard with a purpose thanks to this Christian woman's card campaign.
The messages vary per card, but I just believe that each message really is a message from the Lord.
I'm Christine Persichetti. Currents News starts right now. Bishop Robert Brennan is going to camp, the Brooklyn Shepherd, bringing Christ to the Catskills at this annual Mass at the 10 Mile River Scout Camp. Currents News' Katie Vasquez is there ahead of the liturgy with a preview. Katie.
Hi, Christine. It's a beautiful day here in the Catskills. We're actually at 10 Mile River Scout Camp, where all the scouts are just enjoying their summer in the wilderness. And let me just give you a kind of a tour of what it looks like out here. So you can see that this is like a beautiful green landscape. In the distance, there are people playing basketball, just hanging out. There's also the lake over here, which I'll just show you for a second. You can see people are actually out there. They are in kayaks. They are enjoying this beautiful weather. And this is a great space for people to not only enjoy the outdoors, but Bishop Brennan is making his visit. And here he'll be bringing a little prayer to the scouts here. He'll have his Mass just down the road at the chapel where the campers will be able to enjoy their time with the Bishop of Brooklyn and have that time in the wilderness, but also remembering their faith. And I'll have a full report tomorrow on Currents News. In Narrowsburg, Katie Vasquez, Currents News.
Looks beautiful. Thanks, Katie. The campers in the Catskills, along with scouts across the country, can now earn a new badge of faith. To get the patch called Pope Vicar in Christ, the scouts have to learn more about Pope Leo XIV, along with what the papacy means and its history. It features an image of the first American pope, along with the date of his election, ghost-stitched or stitched in a color blending into the background. Catholic scouts will want to perform this task soon because that secret stitching will be removed from the patch after a year. For more coverage of Catholic news in the Diocese of Brooklyn and beyond, be sure to grab this week's tablet. Among the stories you'll see in this paper will be a boxing club in Little Haiti that has been making champs in and out of the ring for 40 years. Pat Russo, director of NYC Cops and Kids Boxing, shares his journey on creating an outlet for the young boys and girls in his Flatbush Gardens community. Also highlighted in the paper, a Catholic matchmaker uniting singles in faith. Patty Montano, founder of Cana Connections, has been helping Catholics looking for love find their perfect match and fulfill God's vision of marriage. So be sure to pick up the paper at your local church. You can also support the tablet and Catholic journalism by becoming a member. You can do so by going online to thetablet.org/become-a-member. The world's newest and largest statue of Christ is set to be unveiled by 2030. Madrid will be home to the whopping 121-foot-tall statue depicting the Son of God with open arms, inspired by Pope Francis's encyclical Fratelli Tutti. The statue will house a glowing heart that descends each morning and rises at night, which sculptor Javier Viver says offers a sensory experience to all who enter.
Everyone will be able to enter and embrace this heart, which will serve as a Eucharistic tabernacle. It will be there all day for people to come and worship. At the end of the day, as night falls, the heart will rise back up to its anatomical place. Then it will be lit from within and serve as a beacon in the night. Through the wounds of the scourging, based on the Shroud of Turin, light will shine through the holes, signaling the presence of Jesus in the heart.
The project is currently in its fundraising phase, and once it reaches its goal of $5 million, construction will start in 2027. Finally tonight, one woman is making postcards with a purpose. This video of a mom writing a postcard went viral and started a movement. She posted it on Instagram asking if anyone could use a little Christian encouragement. If so, she would send them a postcard. And the response from all over the world has been overwhelming. Hope Reagan Harris, founder of Purpose Doesn't Pause, joins us now. Hi, Hope.
Hi, Christine. I'm so excited to be here.
We're glad you're with us. So tell us, how did you come up with this idea? On your website, it says it's a story only God could orchestrate.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. It was crazy. So I worked in corporate America shortly after graduating college. I had spent about 7 years in the corporate world. And after I had my daughter, she had just turned 1, I decided I was going to give the whole stay-at-home mom thing a run. So one day during her nap time, about 2 months after I had left corporate America, I had a pack of Dayspring cards that they had gifted me. And I was like, you know what? Why not just ask who would like some encouragement, thinking maybe 40 people would sign up. And today, almost, I guess, a little over a year later, we're at 37,000 plus postcards across 110 countries. So never did I imagine, like I said, a story only God could write.
That is amazing. So are you personally writing the inspirational messages to people all over the world? And if so, it must take up a lot of your time, especially as a mom.
Yes, no, that is a great question. So at first I was like, okay, I'm going to steward this well. And I thought stewarding well meant I was writing every single one. I will say after like the first 2,000, I'm like, this is not sustainable. And there were a lot of people asking like, Hope, I want to be a part of this. Like, this is so cool. And so today we've actually had over 2,000 volunteers around the world. We've had postcard parties in Australia, in New Zealand, in Taiwan, in Puerto Rico, across the US. And so there's actually women that are literally locking arms with me and together, you know, just to rise up to help other women step into their purpose and just to be encouraged wherever they are.
Wow, that's so amazing. What are some of the things you write in these cards?
So I really don't have any guidelines that I tell anyone to write. I really want the Lord just to speak through people, because I've found that every single time someone reaches out to me, really the theme of them receiving and their feedback from receiving the postcard is, man, God is right on time. Like sometimes it's, I signed up for this 2 weeks ago, or I signed up for this a month ago, but this message was timely. And so a lot of women write, you know, verses and just some encouragement. Some people even just like will put stickers in a little drawing, which is so sweet. We've had like every age pretty much help us. If you can write, that age has pretty much helped. So we have like 6-year-olds that have come to postcard parties that have written a little note with their moms. We've had, you know, my grandmother's, one of my grandmas is in her 80s, almost 90. She's been helping write postcards. And so, yeah, the messages vary per card, but I just believe that each message really is a message from the Lord that he's put on that specific woman's heart for that specific woman that's going to receive the postcard.
I love it. And you've only been at it for a little over a year. And as you said, you've reached 110 countries and almost 40,000 people. So what's your goal?
Oh my goodness, that is a great question. My goal in all of this has been that it would be light and easy from the Lord, because I know anything that truly comes from the Lord, you don't have to strive for, and you don't have to try to like force a door open. And so my goal is that this movement just continues to grow at a pace that can only be the Lord. I am a stay-at-home mom, so the fact that this has even been able to reach this amount of people is mind-blowing and something I would have never imagined. But yeah, my goal is just for this to continue to be a story that only gives God the glory, and a story where, you know, I'm about to have my second baby, where I can continue staying focused on my main mission right now, which is to be a mother and to be a mom, but also to be able, you know, to continue this movement. And like I said, make it light and easy, because I'm about to have my hands full with a little boy and my 2-year-old girl.
Wow. All right. So inspiring. Hope Reagan Harris, founder of Purpose Doesn't Pause. Thanks so much for being here.
Thanks, Christine.
All right, to get a free postcard or to write a free postcard, sign up at purposedoesntpause.org. And that is this Cards News Update. I'm Christine Persichetti. Thank you for joining us, because we are putting your faith in the news. Hope to see you again next time.